The Warriors, they hosted the Grizzlies last night in the Bay. Draymond Green passes to Steph, knocks down the three. Next Warriors possession here, Shanae. Curry finds Green, who throws it up to Kuminga for the dunk.
This is a dream. Draymond Green being able to be facilitated on the inside, but of course, when you're seeing these types of plays.
Jimmy Butler gets the ball, goes coast to coast for the layup, plus the foul. So Butler had 25 and 5 in this game. Kuminga 25 and 10. Early in the third quarter here, Green passes to Butler, kicks it out to Pajemski. This ball movement.
It's kind of looking like strength in numbers.
It is a little
It's kind of looking like a team you should believe in.
23 for Pajemski, and then Kuminga kicks it out to Moses Moody. Moody. 20 points off the bench for Moses Moody. Now this is where things get
love you,
wild. So Draymond Green, I shouldn't be laughing. Sandy Aldama gets the steal, goes down, clearly in pain. So Green, Jaren Jackson Jr. exchange words. Green and the Grizzlies head coach exchange words. Technical fouls were assessed. This is why I'm giggling a little bit today. Is because Draymond Green, the joy after Aldama finishes the first, and the skipping after he misses the second. This man is so out of pocket.
The pettiest man in the NBA I think I've seen. Ever seen.
Warriors go on to win 131-118. But you mentioned the strength in numbers. Skip to my Lou, because Butler, Kuminga, Moody, Pajemski all scored at least 20 points, making this just the second time in the Kerr era the Warriors have had 4 20-point scorers, and none of them were Steph Curry. So it's time now to step into a little NBA Today time machine.
Stephen Curry, the new phenom. James Harden there, the number 3 pick in the first round. You've got the opportunity to bring him along slowly. Great pass across. Stephen Curry in the middle of a lot of it.
He has a feel for the game, and he really has jump-started this club.
Can you believe it's been 17 seasons since these future Hall of Famers, since their careers began?
Wow.
Steph Curry, James Harden, they will face off tonight, the Clippers and the Warriors. So that brings us to the debut of a new segment. We thought we would ask, we've made some statements on this show over the course of this season. We wanted to make sure that we were doubling down on those. First up, heading into tonight's Clippers-Warriors game, the Clippers, they're currently plus 1,700 to win the title this season. The Warriors plus 2,000. Perk, are you sure that the Clippers have a better chance than the Warriors to win a title?
Are we sure what now?
Are you sure?
The who?
The Warriors.
That the Warriors have a legit chance?
I said, are we sure the Clippers have a better chance than the Warriors? The numbers say they do.
Hell no. The numbers, hell no. I ain't never agreeing with the numbers in Vegas. That's them. I'm talking about what I'm feeling. Look, I told you the Warriors are my sleeper to win it all, and I mean that. Do you see the passion? Do you see how Steph is playing, the joy? Jimmy being the leader out there along with Draymond, but on top of that, Malika, Shanae, I'm depending on y'all. The role players are being what right now? Stars
in their roles.
There we go. So you get 25 points and 10 rebounds out of Jonathan Kuminga last night. Moses Moody come back and give you a 20-piece all flats off the bench. Pajemski is out there playing, being a star in his role to the T. He's developed a lot offensively. Hell no, the Clippers shouldn't be ahead of the Warriors at all.
And the fact that the Warriors are getting back to what they did best, that made them a great team, development. It's not the fact that, Jonathan Kuminga had 25 points. It was that he was 9 for 14 and had 10 rebounds. He's doing what he needs to do to make this team successful.
All right, let's see if Brian understands the game a little better, Perk. Next up, how about the Bulls? They defeated the Hawks last night to improve to 3-0 on the season. So Chicago has done this with a balanced attack. 6 players averaging over 13 a game. The Bulls have dropped plus 110 in 3 straight, 110 or more in 3 straight games to begin the season for the second time in franchise history. The last time was 85-86. That's when they had Michael Jordan. So Brian, are we sure that the Bulls can't finish in the top 6 in the East?
Did you just compare them to the Jordan Bulls?
No,
I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
Nope. That's our researcher Schwartz said over there dropping some numbers.
So you said 6 guys over 13. There's like 9 players over 9 points a game. So that's terrific, team-wide scoring. Nikola Vucevic, who's in a contract year, is shooting the absolute lights out. Josh Giddey's averaging 19 and 9. They're getting up and down production in the lineup. The one thing about the Bulls that you can count on is that they always compete. This is a team that probably should have tanked at times in the past, but they always compete. I don't think that I'm going to change my opinion that they're still out of the play-in mix, but I think they definitely will be a team that's around 500 who will compete for the play-in, and that's where they've been the last 4 years.
Yeah, they've been sort of that consistent play-in territory. All right, I got one more for you. How about Cooper Flagg? He struggled last night against the Thunder, only 2 points. He was on the bench during the Mavericks' comeback in the fourth quarter. You can see here he injured his shoulder on the first possession. His scoring average is 13 a game, dropping him to 6th overall in the rookie scoring, which has led VJ Edgecombe. He's leading the pack, 25 a game. So, Shanae, are we sure that Cooper Flagg is a consensus pick for Rookie of the Year? It is only October.
It is a very, very small sample size.
Yes.
And I know he's now currently dealing with that shoulder, so I'm not going to say that it's wide open. VJ has been phenomenal, but I do think the gap is closer than we think. And so VJ, what he's been able to do, like you said, 24.5 points already to come out of the gate. Cooper, I do think there are impact stats like rebounding, like assists, that will help him, because if you average around 16 and 9, that looks strong, but the way VJ has started, if it's sustainable, this will be a real race.
Not to mention, the Eastern Conference is pretty interesting up at the top.
You're saying they can...
If the Sixers make things interesting, winning is always interesting, where that fits in NBA
They've
history.
been in the gym this offseason.
They've been balling, so we thought we'd go coast to coast with the Ballers. And naturally, that's where you start in Utah, because the Jazz, they got an overtime win thanks to 51 points from Lauri Markkanen, his career high, and the first Jazz player to break 50 in a regular season game in over 27 years since Malone. Brian, are teams around the league starting to pay attention here?
Well, Markkanen signed that huge contract extension before last season and then had his worst year in 3 years. His name was nowhere near the trade market. Now he's taking 11 three-pointers a game and making 42% of them. If that keeps up, that's going to change as far as the trade market goes.
Yeah, there's going to be questions swirling, like what's going on in Utah. The Nuggets, they beat the Wolves last night. It was the 7th time that Jamal Murray had at least 40, and Nikola Jokic had a triple-double in the same game. Only Hall of Famers Wilt and Tom Gola have done it more times. Shanae, are we underrating them?
Somehow we are, but you know what's still wild to me? To understand the fact that Jamal Murray has yet to be an NBA All-Star. Make it make sense. Now, over the past 5 or so years, they have been the best duo, big and guard in the NBA, but others have entered the chat. Chet and Shea and Cat and Brunson. So, but they still got it, sis.
How about Austin Reeves? He's him. He followed up his 51-point night with 41 in a loss to the Blazers. That 92 points on back-to-back evenings, the most by a Laker over 2 days since Kobe in 2007. Perks, did you know Austin had this in him?
You damn right I did. That's why I picked him to make his first All-Star appearance this season, because I knew it. And look, Malika, he's not just scoring because he's averaging 35 points. He's dishing the rock, averaging 8 assists, 6 rebounds. Austin, I am Reeves, him, knows he's him.
They're going to need it without Luka for the next week. No Joel Embiid for Philly, but Tyrese Maxey picked the Magic apart. 43 points, 8 assists. And how about rookie VJ Edgecombe, added 26 in the win. The Sixers are now 3-0 despite no Paul George, no Jared McCain, no Embiid. Shanae, what makes this backcourt so effective?
Come hang with me. Let me talk nerdy to you. Here's what you need to know today. The 2 most explosive guards in the NBA to start the season are in Philly, Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe. Now, they have combined for 186 points this year. That's the most by a starting backcourt in the first 3 games of a season since 1970. Let's start with the All-Star, Tyrese Maxey. So far, he's shooting 52% from 3. He's knocked down 15. His three-point shooting has been elite. That's the most in Sixers history starting the season. But also, you guys know he's so good at finishing, although he's undersized. What's the matchup here? He's only 6'2", going up against Paolo Banchero, that's 6'10". But anytime you roll things back, we all know what LeBron James taught us, you're going to attack. Right here, he keeps the defender on his hip. There's someone that's great, Wendell Carter, for rim protection. It does not matter. He's able to kiss it off the top. Look at where he finishes his shot, this layup, in order to get it over the defender. He's very savvy with that. Tyrese Maxey has scored 111 points. More than the greatest in Philly, Allen Iverson, arguably, and right behind Wilt Chamberlain. And y'all know what they say about being in the stat line with Wilt. Now let's break down, though, his running mate, VJ Edgecombe, the rookie. I knew you liked that one, Perk. He's known for his explosiveness. Paolo Banchero, he's chilling. This is where he does his damage. He's so great in transition, but hey, this is going to make the scouting report. Those types of defensive competitive plays, what does it lead to? An easy layup on the other side. That's VJ doing it. Look at the reach. Look at the contest. Again, now you know. Now you know. Now you're familiar with this game. And then again, his basketball IQ is just so advanced as a rookie. Here, there's drop coverage, and he's going to read it until the last second. So if you engage with the post, you have the shot. If you engage with the guard, you're going to dump it over to the post. This is tricky because he's still in the air. No decision has been made, but he has excellent touch on this shot. This many people have scored more in NBA history. If you look at that, it's wild. So far, VJ has scored 75 points, 1 point more than Michael Jordan in his debut, and Philly is 3-0 because of this backcourt. They